How's it going, everybody? Matt McNeil coming to you from the garage. Getting over COVID again. You're looking at Scream Queen number 2. Still waiting on some eyeballs. Not still, that makes it sound like I've been waiting a long time. But I'm waiting on some eyeballs that I'm going to pick up tomorrow night from my friends at Four Seal Studios. I'm very excited because I can wrap her up, get some eyelashes on her, fix her hair, put a veil on her, and call it done. But that's not what I'm working on tonight. I came out to the garage just to sort of see what was going on, and I got a little bit carried away. So I'm working on this. You may go, what in the world is this? And I'm kind of asking myself that same question. So I had an idea to do a character from a film in this sort of style, in this sort of kit bash sort of zombie style. And I'd already poured a skull, which is like, they fell when I grabbed them, which is like this, same as that Skeletor mask over there that I stole the stand from. But this, I just poured a half mask. This is a full mask, as you might know. It's the same skull that's in there and all these other zombies. But I only needed a half mask for these purposes. There's no reason to put full mask in there. So I did that, and then I blasted it with a little white plasti dip, because I'm finding that this batch of latex is turning like super amber, like in a bad way. Like, look how brown that is. Nothing wrong with latex. It's just when it cures, it's just getting very brown when you kind of want it to stay that shade or lighter. And so just give them a little blast of that so that when I paint it, I'm starting with a nice base and not having to deal with a mask that might change color over time. So anyway, I had that, and then I had, if you look over there, there's a Amy blank. I had a couple of Amy blanks that acted a little bit crazy. So I had a lot of bubble problems with a batch of latex. Again, latex problems lately. So there was no way I was going to send those out as blanks to be finished by anyone, but there's still good latex there. There's still good sculpture going on. So kind of like this Amy back here, or not Amy, well, that isn't Amy, but this Scream Queen Dream Girl tribute. When life gives you lemonades, you mangle her face and make a new mask. So this particular mask had some like pits and defects, as you can see, like in the eyelids, and see, it was just trash. This batch of latex was weird. But I'm going to use all of these little pits and these little blemishes to my advantage. I'll fill them in and paint them up and use them as wounds, because this is a nice thick pull that just didn't cut the mustard. So I got a pair of scissors out, and I cut her face off. And so this will eventually go on top of this. But because of the way that I'm doing this, generally I would leave that lower jaw on there. But instead of leaving the lower jaw on there, this particular character needs to be built in such a way that the bottom jaw and the top jaw are separate. And in doing that, what happens is you end up with this giant gap, right? So what I've done here is I've gotten latex, liquid latex, casting latex, and I painted my head really, really like wet, like a real thick coat. And then I took some of these Blue Shop towels. You've seen me use these guys before. And I tear them into irregular pieces, and then I soak them in latex and put them on, and then put another coat of latex on. And so basically what I'm doing is I'm building the back of this guy's mouth, the inside, the interior of his mouth, so that when I put that skin on here, we'll end up with no holes, no gaps, nothing that you can see through to. And it'll also give me a base from which to hang all the pieces and parts that I need in order to complete this guy. And then I cut the bottom jaw loose, and I don't remember. Oh, here it is. Right here. So what I'll do is I'll further cut this out, and then we'll attach it as it needs to be attached with teeth, of course. And then I'll paint all of the under stuff, and then I'll paint the overmask here, this girl. And I'll tell you, it's not going to be a female when I'm done with it, which is kind of the beauty of all this stuff is, you know, you cut this stuff up and you can do just so much with it. But I'll paint this, and then I'll put the two pieces together. I'll blend it all kind of together. I'll add my shredded fat and muscle and a tongue, hint, hint, and some hair and some eyeballs and all of that good stuff. And I've already slit this up the back. This is a small mask, and there's no reason to fight it on the head form. So, because I'm just going to end up gluing it back together, right? So I'll glue it all back together. I'll seam it. I'll add lots of awesome hair and some 4 seal eyes, and hopefully we'll have a recognizable movie character. Or not. We'll see. Or maybe it'll just be an awesome zombie. Let's call it an awesome zombie until it looks like what I think it might look like. And then if it does, then we'll call it that. But otherwise, there you go. So in the garage, working with a couple of mask blanks, making up stuff as I go. You know, sometimes you got to go, well, it needs a back of a mouth. How am I going to do that? Ed Head to the rescue. Paper towels for the rescue, liquid latex for the rescue. I'll put another couple coats of latex on here so that it's nice and thick and that it does what it needs to do. But there you go. These are the stages. So first stage was putting paper towel latex on the Ed Head. Then I'm currently gluing this piece on top. Then I'm gonna paint it. And then I'm gonna paint this, and then I'm gonna put all these pieces together and see what we got. All right, hopefully it will show up at Mask Fest with me this year. And if it doesn't, then this video never happened. And it was all just a COVID fever dream. So I hope everybody's having a good time out there, working in your garages, doing whatever you're doing. And I'll talk to you soon.